Hey everybody, Ken Surfs here, and we are in the man cave because we are going to be doing a different sort of video today. First of all, I had the opportunity to obtain and try out for the first time in my life the gun, or the similar gun, carried by Sean Connery in the first James Bond movie, Dr. No. So here's the trivia question. What gun was Sean Connery issued to replace his Beretta in the film Dr. No, and what gun did he carry in the movie? So, let's take a look at that.
Then from now on, you carry a different gun. Show him, Alma.
Walther PP, 7.65 mil with a delivery like a brick through a plate glass window. Takes a Brausch silencer with very little reduction in muzzle velocity. The American CIA swear by them.
Now, if you answered Walther PPK, you were correct that he was issued that gun. What he actually carried in the movie, and you can see in several of the following scenes, is the Walther PP, which is a slight bit bigger than the Walther PPK. So to kind of explain the evolution of that pistol, let's do a little history lesson. All right, so this is a vintage Walther PP. 7.65 millimeter, 32 ACP. It came out in 1929, and it had a lot of innovations that made it very popular. It's made in Germany. So you might ask, what's James Bond doing with a German sidearm? Well, as I said, this was released in 1929, and it had some features that you will find on firearms today that you will not necessarily find on firearms back when these came out. First thing was the safety features. Right now, this gun is empty. First thing you always check, is the gun empty? Now, this is a dummy 32 ACP. As you can see, there's no powder or primer in it. There's no way this can fire ever. It's just for practicing loading and unloading. So what this gun has is what other guns in the day didn't have, is a loaded chamber indicator. You can see that right there. It sticks out about 3 millimeters. So if you're in the dark, you want to know, hey, do I have a round in the chamber? That will show you. It was originally developed for the police, and that's what PP stands for, is police pistol. This one, this is from late 1943, early 1944. It was not issued to the German military because it has the civilian markings on it. Sometime in its career, it made its way into the Croatian police department. I looked up that language in Google Translate, and I believe that is Croatian. So sometime in this pistol's career, after World War II, or maybe during World War II, it made its way into the Croatian police department. Another safety feature it has, the decocker, rendering the gun useless. It allows now for double action, or if it was already cocked, single action. So it had some innovations. Now, if you notice the length of the barrel here, that is the PP. The PPK came out in 1931, I believe, and it is a police pistol criminal. It was a little more compact. So if you look, you will see the barrel of the two. It's a little shorter. This PP has a much longer barrel. In these series of photographs from the film Dr. No, you can see Sean Connery carrying what is a Walther PP. You can tell by the longer barrel. Here Felix Leiter has one, and there's a real close-up of it. So it's definitely a Walther PP. Why he's using that in the film, I'm not sure. But there are links in this description of the video to sites that talk a little more about it. It grip one cartridge shorter. So this was made for concealability. And this is what James Bond was supposed to be issued, and this is what he carried in all of his other movies. This is a pre-war 1939, I believe it is. I'll have to verify that. With a 90-degree hammer drop safety instead of the standard 65-degree. Well, enough of that. I had an opportunity to take this one to the range. This one we will do, if this video is okay, we will do a sequel. This only arrived yesterday. I have not tried out this pistol yet. So we will put this aside. And we're going to show you this in action at the range. I had never fired a 32 ACP in my life, and I wanted to take it out and see how it would do. So let's leave the cave here and we will head to the range. It was cleanup day at the range. I'm a member of a sportsman's gun club. I have to do 1 day of cleanup a year. Since COVID-19 had hit, nobody had been going to the range. It was extremely clean. The day I went, we did our 2 hours worth of work. Everybody left. There was only 3 of us left. I had the opportunity to try this out. So let's go. Check. It is empty. There we go. We're going to load this one up. Yep, that's it. All right. Hammer drop safety on. Loaded round chamber indicator. All right. So I want to tell you, I shot 50 rounds of, was it Aguila ammunition? And I had no jams, 0 jams. The only thing that happened is I had 1 round that didn't fire. The firing pin hit, dented the primer, but it did not fire. It wasn't until later when I got home that I decided I'm going to thoroughly clean the gun. I kind of did a rough cleaning before I took it out because I bought it from a company in the Midwest, and they probably had the gun in storage. So when a military weapon goes into storage for sale later or for use later, they pack it in cosmoline, which is this thick grease that stops rust. It's a rust inhibitor. And when I took the gun apart to clean, I could see the firing pin, spring, and channel that the firing pin rides in was completely full of cosmoline. Or Simpsons Limited either did not clean that thoroughly, but 49 out of 50, and we just had 1 misfire. The gun was very smooth. It did not snap The recoil did not snap. It was just very, very smooth. The 380 is the other PPK caliber, or the PP caliber, and it's a little bigger bullet, but it snaps a lot more. This was very smooth. It was able to reacquire the target. No issues with this pistol whatsoever, and it was absolutely fun using it. Thank you very much for watching. We look forward to seeing you again. I know it's a little different than usual on my channel, but it's another one of my hobbies, and I like to do a video vlog, and somebody might find this interesting or have answered a question, especially now you know that James Bond did not carry the PPK during the filming of Dr. No, but he made up for it with every movie since then. And I will look at the PPK next. I just haven't had a chance to go back to the range. Thanks again. Stay safe. Have a good night.